You will never believe what happened on my journey from Europe all the way to LAX, Los Angeles. But let's start all the way at the beginning. We started our journey in Croatia, Zagreb, and I have actually no idea where that luggage all came from. Just kidding, of course we brought our whole equipment to Europe and obviously we had to bring it all back to LA. By the way, the biggest freedom money gives you is to travel as comfortable as you want. We had all the food prepared for us and of course a private bus to the airplane. That's one of the most important things, especially for me, because I hate to waste time. The traveling also gets so much easier and it's easier to stay super focused. And there we go with the private jet, absolutely amazing. That quality of traveling, insane. So goodbye Croatia, next stop Germany, Frankfurt. And my face was still super puffy because I had to wake up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. But that wasn't a big deal because I already knew that I can sleep as long as I want on the plane, on the flight to LA. And the airport in Frankfurt is absolutely insane. I think it's the largest airport I've ever been to. And of course I went to the lounge right away to get ready for my long 11-hour flight from Frankfurt to LAX. There you get everything you can imagine: food, drinks, places to relax, and even showers. And of course, also before the flight, I try to keep it super clean and simple. And look at that beast we're about to board. One thing I always ask myself, how is it actually possible to take off with such a big plane? And that's the luxury first or business class flights give you. You don't have to do lines at all. So I felt more than blessed to skip that one. So you also have the opportunity to be one of the first persons on the plane, and of course they welcome you very, very friendly and lovely. You have your own locker, shower and enough space to feel comfortable. Right before the start you get even drinks and snacks. And why I love it actually the most, I can start to work right away. For me, super important, so I won't lose any time. That's exactly why traveling nowadays isn't a big deal at all anymore. Then I gave my parents and some friends a quick call that I'm out of here, and then I kept working. And of course preparing some new videos for you guys. And to be actually able to achieve all of those things, you have to level up your self-worth. Because if you are not worth it to yourself, there is no way you will ever achieve abundance in the outside world. And look how comfortable it is. So everybody who tells me you don't need a first class or business flight, you're absolutely insane. The coolest thing, you don't even feel like you're on an actual plane. Because like I said before, you get everything you need. You even have your own menu where the chef pulls up to ask you what you actually want to eat. And what I do on all of my flights, I always try to get up, stretch, I do my breathwork, my meditation, and of course my journaling. But more of that later. Now it was time to relax and of course also to watch a little TV. So an 11-hour flight seems pretty long, but if you sleep, if you work, and if you enjoy yourself, it's absolutely no problem. And of course it helps if the crew pulls up with one snack after another. And of course you can keep it super clean and healthy, or you can cheat on yourself. And to prevent jet lag, like I said before, what I always do is I get up, I stretch, I do my breathwork and my meditation. And that's one of the reasons why I personally actually never ever suffer from jet lag. And one of the most important things, I need you to write down your vision, your goals, and 5 things you're grateful for, so you will automatically attract more positivity into your life. It's one of the most effective way to reprogram your subconscious mind. What a luxury, by the way, it is to have your own chef on the plane. And that's also one of the reasons why time flew by super quickly. And of course the view is always super fascinating as well. And after a quick nap, we were ready to land. And it's always a special feeling to come back to LA. I guess because I had to work so hard, so smart, and such a long time to actually get the visa. And that's why I'm super proud to call the US my home. So I can't even tell you how often I came to LA without a visa back in the day, visualizing to call Los Angeles my actual home. So it's always a special moment for me to see that US flag again. And that's why I need you to go for your goals, because I want you to feel that level of happiness just once in your life. And we're back. It's always good to hear when you're at the border control, welcome home, sir. I love that. When I think about how hard it was to get the visa, we've come a long way, baby. Let's do it. And that's how high-level traveling looks like if you bring all your equipment with you. But a cool thing, our driver was already waiting, ready to take us home. And to be back on the LA streets is always a different kind of feeling. Super blessed, grateful, and motivated for what comes next. And I'm not filming these videos to brag or something like that. I'm filming these videos to show you if you get rid of your limitations and your negative beliefs, you can actually achieve everything in this life. And what a feeling to be back home with that kind of view. And now ask yourself, what is really holding you back from living that life you actually deserve to live?